So I have an announcement and gratitude for those of you who are here because of the ASMR videos. I am moving my ASMR videos over onto its own dedicated ASMR channel, so you can find those videos there, and I've been super grateful for your support over the years, and I know how much you enjoy the ASMR, so I will do one more last video in the ASMR style here. And as always, it's going to be about positivity, growth, mindset, energy, spirituality, as you're winding down, as you're relaxing. So I'm super grateful for that. So if you're interested, definitely check out my new ASMR channel, and I will see you over there. So I felt like today would be a really great day to talk about the relationship that you have with yourself. You know, so many of us want improved relationships with family members, with loved ones, partnerships, maybe colleagues, and it all starts with the relationship that you have with yourself. It's an inside job. And so, what's fantastic about any kind of challenges or triggers that you might encounter in a day is that it's like a mirror. It's like a mirror showing you what aspects of yourself are ready to be healed or shifted, and it's totally up to you whether or not you choose to pick it up and say, okay, yeah, I'm game, to looking at myself honestly and to making some adjustments. So, for example, feeling kind of triggered one, like quite a while ago, when I wasn't invited to a party, and I just felt excluded, and it brought up these themes of, well, am I wanted? Do I fit in? You know, where are my people? And all of this kind of stuff. And instead of numbing myself, instead of turning to like just ignoring those feelings that were coming up at the time, I really sat with it, which was very uncomfortable to do, but I allowed myself to be with it. I allowed the emotions to come up, and I was feeling all the feelings, but then as I was really fully allowing those feelings to come up, they didn't really last that long. And it's because when you allow the emotions to surface, the charge dissipates. So then you're left with, well, is that actually true? Am I actually unloved? Am I actually deliberately being excluded? And even if that was the truth, is that something that it's worth? Is that even worth getting worked up over? And so once the charge of an experience starts to dissipate, you can actually work with your beliefs. And when you express it, when you write it out, when you kind of look at them, it gives you a moment, if you allow yourself to pause and say, well, that may or may not be true, but what if something else was true? And what if something else is true for me? What if I can rewrite this? And what if I can take this challenging experience as a gift that's highlighting something in me that's been wanting to be healed and made whole for a long time? What if this is like the greatest gift, more than being invited to some party that I felt excluded from? What if the real gem of a gift is that I get to look at myself and acknowledge and fully accept those parts of myself? So when I did that, I realized, well, if I externally in my outer world want to be invited and included, then it's got to start with me. I must be that person who invites and welcomes others in enjoying wonderful experiences. So I started to be that great friend, and then the focus shifts, right? The focus shifted from poor me or why me to, well, how can I be that person? How can I be that leader of my own those relationships. So, it's an interesting thing because I think uh, there's maybe an attempt out there to keep people from really deeply connecting with each other, separating them, isolating them, but really, like, we're meant to connect with each other. We are meant to be in supportive community, great relationships, friendships with each other. And when we remember that and just take a small action towards that, starting with the relationship we have within ourselves and then extending it to others, it leads to so much good. So, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like if you were to embody more connection and love and acceptance within yourself, that perhaps it would be easier to then extend that to others instead of like just passively waiting for that party invitation from others? Like, what if you started your own party and it could be like a party of 2 or 3, like something small and intimate, whatever really suits your life and what you love. But you start inviting yourself to that party and then inviting others to join you. What if it starts there? It starts with yourself. Could you imagine a world where people just start operating from that kindness with themselves and having that ripple out into kindness towards others? It's such a beautiful thing. I see that in action. I have to give a shout out to my beautiful daughter who inspires me so much because I see, oh my gosh, I feel emotional. I see that generosity that she extends to others, to her community, to her friends, to her subscribers, to her collaborators, and she is on to so much good. And I just pointed it out to her earlier today, and I think she's partly aware of it. But when you're really aware of the positive seeds that you're planting, it can actually amplify those seeds. It's like taking a beautiful seed, planting it into the earth, but then like really nourishing it when you acknowledge and realize the good that you're doing. And so I've just been noticing how she inspires so many other people and she encourages so many other people. Like, I've seen her help other ASM artists and encourage other young women to do their thing, and she was giving me tips as well. Just like, it's just her nature. She's just so generous, and so as she does that, it just comes back to her like tenfold. And I'm seeing that in action. It's so amazing. So I would love for you to notice the good within yourself and to amplify that. Like, what positive seeds are you sharing with the world? And it starts with that relationship within yourself. And you share because you have so much good to share, so many good seeds that you can be planting and sharing with the world. And you matter. Like, those seeds that you plant out there, they really do matter. So in times when it feels like, sometimes we can feel really small and like we're just one out of so many, but you are that one out of many, and you are making an impact, whether you realize it or not. So I'm going to encourage you to cultivate, nourish that relationship within yourself and keep planting those good seeds with others. And if you enjoy this video and want to check out more ASMR videos, hop on over to my new channel. You're gonna see the description or you're gonna see the link